опять посмотрим, не знаю. Как там будет. О, этого, кстати, админа я помню. СРМРа, опытный чувак. Позвали главного. Сейчас разберется. Ну, как-то долго, на самом деле. То есть, один админ пришел, написал что-то в телефоне, пришел другой, и этот, который был на сцене, ему рассказывает, в чем проблема. Ну, видимо, может быть, по ходу уже там тачка готовится, несется. Ну, неприятная пауза. Понятное дело. Что у нас, кстати, там направление? Трансляция просто какой-то тихий зал, честно. А, вот нам показывают. О, спасибо.
Вот, да.
Да, охуеть.
Я думаю,
Там просто как раз в паузе я смотрел, то есть там был счет 1-0. Bad News Eagles выиграли пистолетку, Force играли бразильцы. И, в общем, у них были хорошие шансы выиграть этот Force. Там им зал помогал, подсадки указывал. Ну, знаешь, вот этими... И они все равно его проиграли. Не знаю, взяли бы этот второй раунд, сейчас бы, наверное, счет был абсолютно другой, но так пока вот видим, что страдают. Bad News Eagles тоже, кстати, зажигали, то есть зал вроде не за них, но они этой энергией заряжались. И видишь, сейчас как-то уже так подпритих зал, то есть Bad News Eagles потихонечку начали побеждать эту многотысячную.
Нихуя там народу,
Я,
ебанешься.
кстати, увидел, что много людей, но не настолько. Так, а тут прям Bad News Eagles в защите... ну, они хороши, кстати, на Vertigo. Очень даже.
Мрачные результаты Bad News Eagles показывали в межсезонье, скажем так, то есть после РМР и перед мажором, там они играли Челленджер. Я одну каточку, кстати, зацепил с какими-то поляками, не помню с кем.
Да. Онорис, не Онорис, не помню.
Ну, неважно. То есть, ну, просто онлайновый матч. Челленджеры, там, кстати, систему поменяли. Это ж бывший ECA МДЛ, да, который назывался. И там была круговая система, играли все по кругу, каждый с каждым, потом типа в таблицу у кого больше очков. А теперь там такая табличка, что double elimination. То есть я к чему веду? То есть раньше проиграл один матч, и неважно, еще у тебя их там 28 тысяч матчей. А сейчас как бы Bad News Eagles, так вот они и предыдущего плей-офф челленджера проиграли, кому-то тоже каким-то полякам по-моему. И вот следующий начался, они тоже упали в нижнюю сетку. Ну, то есть результаты мрачные, но, скорее всего, ничего не показывающие. То есть вот команда готовилась целенаправленно к мажору, и для них это главная цель.
Ну, хейтили их жестко-то, да. Когда
Bad
они
News
проиграли, да, когда они полякам
Ну, я тоже так
проиграли.
смотрел на сетку, там и справа просто были, которые в легендах. Ты имеешь в виду плей-офф, да?
Да.
Я тоже смотрю, ну, понятно, Bad News Eagles и Sprout будут в финале играть, как бы все понятно. А там бац-бац, полома. Там по поломе тоже вопросы я читал в Твиттере, что
Или нахуй здесь не нужен, наверное.
подозревают в нечестной игре. Вот, но по итогу ж выиграли вообще, по-моему, 9 поляки, если я ничего не путаю.
Я, кстати, до финала я уже не дожил, потому что у меня начался.
По-моему, 9.
Наверное, да. Ну, тут, кстати, Nations возьмут еще один раунд. Кстати, прикольно. Боже, куда возьмут? Господи, 4-2 ситуация. Я смотрю, ну там у нас снизу в правом углу, друзья, да, там у нас до сих пор не пофикшено ничего. Ну, косовары прям жесткие парни. Такие прям, уф.
Ну, я говорю, они вот самый главный раунд выиграли на счете 1-0. То есть, если бы они отдали тот форс, тяжко было бы. А так зал, все. Зал подпритих. Вроде бы играют бразильцы, но, видишь, все прокричались на первой игре, там играли 9D, проиграли Gamer Legion, Салат. Тут сейчас Zero Nation, как бы пока что плывут по течению вниз. Что еще сегодня? Фурия, получается, у нас играть будет. И Imperial с Vitality. Вот там, наверное, будут все зажигать.
Да. Главное, чтобы свою игру показали ребята с коллектива Imperial, потому что
мне кажется, кто-кто, а опытные старички из Imperial, как Fallen и Fair, умудренные опытом планов, ну, должны, по крайней мере, не перетрухать. То есть, понятно, что зал будет за них болеть. Тут еще, понимаешь, какой вопрос? То есть, зал за тебя болеет, да. И я такой думаю, ага, это плюс для бразильцев. А с другой стороны, это же дополнительный груз ответственности. То есть, это может сложиться и в обратную сторону. Просто кто-то из игроков говорил, по-моему, Ксерата в интервью в каком-то недавно там на сайте Декстера или Dust2 говорил, что это типа для нас дополнительная, ну реально дополнительная ответственность, дополнительный как бы грузик такой небольшой. То есть мы должны показывать игру. Этим парням как бы на второй линеечке никто не кричит за нашу игру, все болеют за бразильцев. Тут вообще такого давления как бы не присутствует. Ну да, есть как бы публика, но публика, которая, знаешь, как будто ты не знаю даже, как это описать. Типа, ты вроде и на лане, на чемпике, но к тебе этот зал сейчас вообще никак не относится.
Да. Да, кстати, там, если не ошибаюсь, Декстер уже одел наушники. Надел, да, наушники. И сейчас будет, я думаю, подключаться, по идее. Там в чате написали друзья нам и зрители наши, то, что если пришел вот этот парниша, который, да, тренер, там, судья,
плохо.
извините, да, боже мой, тренер, судья пришел, то как бы он там решает вопросы уже, как будет стартовать следующий раунд, как они его будут проводить. Ну, никакого, я так понимаю, ребута не будет, потому что, ну, это... Урон был нанесен.
Это странно, согласись. Была ли инфа у австралийцев? Я думаю, они бы, если была инфа, типа, в чате кто-то написал, что у нас завис, то они бы, я думаю... Ну, они и так выигрывали этот раунд, то есть можно было просто ничего не делать.
Я, бедолага, устал, нахуй, уже
Сейчас
спать
посмотрим,
хочет.
то есть...
Да, как это горел, походу, раунд все-таки для бразильцев. Нам не показывают режиссеры.
Все, телефон в зарядку поставил.
Реклама на Твиче. Секунд через 30 я скажу.
Ясно. Давайте поможем окрошке установить плагин, который не дает тебе.
Я с телефона.
Ладно. Ладно. Да, там прям выше гор.
Зачем устанавливать плагин, а? Надо поддерживать.
Не, ну правильно, да.
Смотришь.
Я когда захожу, вот когда я сам стримлю, знаешь, там захожу еще на комьюнити, тогда да, я там поддерживаю, все, выключаю плагин и себе смотрю рекламку нормально. Бывает, знаешь, такой эпичный момент, и оно потом такое, зайди на кавер GG, да.
А сейчас я везде выключил, то есть если я захожу на канал, то значит я уже поддерживаю своим присутствием, как бы плюс один зритель статистику, ну а что рекламку им посмотреть? Там иногда очень интересные рекламы.
Сделайте стрим чуть громче, дружище. Ну, это я потом уже тоже. А вот давайте поможем Петровичу установить плагин для звука, да?
Да.
Давайте коэффициентики я хочу посмотреть. Пока мы там их смотрели, друзья, не забывайте, страховка Ординар, Challengers от GGBet, лучшего киберспортивного букмекера, друзья, конечно же. Ну и что у нас там показывают? 1.08, коэффициенты не изменились, и 7.22 на коллектив Greyhound. Кликайте на бата по трансляции, друзья. Конечно же, сочные коэффициенты, бонусы от лучшего киберспортивного букмекера. Так, ну пока тут ребята маникюр себе делают.
Ой, я, кстати, пока пауза, если можно, воспользуюсь случаем, сделаю небольшой анонсик. Завтра за 3 часа до старта игр я у себя на канале буду готовить. Это будет...
Чего? Произошло, блядь. Ну, это вообще не смешно. Нихуя дела.
Подожди, трансляция должна, да, есть. Вот ты хотел сделать анонс, вот он.
Вот и анонс, нахуй он
Отвалился.
сделал.
Что-то с интернета произошло, что-то я вообще не понял. Так, ну, по идее, трансляция, друзья, должна быть на месте. Как бы никаких проблем не должно быть. Вот так вот, вот Бразилия, да, дудосят меня даже, да, чтобы вы понимали. Так, я-то понимаю, что у нас тут. Нейт Гольф. Это раскидка пошла. Можем, кстати, посмотреть.
То есть я делал анонс, а стрим потух, да?
Да.
Ты не слышал, что я говорю?
Ты начал только говорить про стрим, и он сразу
так
такой...
вот, я повторяю, друзья, завтра в полдень по Европе, по Цету и в час по Киеву у меня на канале Окрошка ТВ через 4. На Твиче я буду готовить блюда, не скажу каких игроков, но, кстати, очень интересных игроков. Буду пытаться, вот, так что приходите. Ты придешь, Петрович?
Конечно, обязательно. Завтра увидишь меня в чате. Я обязательно сразу с посольства прилечу на трансляцию, потому что... Почему пауза, друзья? Потому что у Декстера проблемы с оборудованием, с компьютером. Кстати, можно посмотреть, вот круто. Я не знаю, какая у тебя минута, потому что у меня, может, немножко подлагало. Как тут они смоки юзают. Сейчас, друзья, сейчас мы переключимся быстренько сюда, и я вам сейчас все включу. Опять же, все включу. Были проблемы. Интернет-соединение. О, вот сейчас должно быть все хорошо. А четверку где в названии ставить, Миш? Скинь, может,
А в
ссылочку.
названии стрима есть такой
А,
Twitch,
вот.
как он у меня на Твиче. Ну, я в чат еще раз сейчас напишу.
А уже все там закрепили твой Twitch, все прекрасно, все работает. Спасибо модерации, она нас слушает, она нас видит. Спасибо, друзья, подписывайтесь на Twitch окрошки, конечно же.
Если у меня, ну, как бы по техническим этим все будет нормально, то я, конечно, запущусь. Я уже там закупил продуктики.
О,
Ну,
это круто.
2 чувака, которых я буду завтра готовить, реально очень-очень-очень легендарные. Так что вы узнаете, что они любят есть и пить. И мы это попробуем тоже попробовать.
Да. Так, ну тут Сафи. Смоки. Не, ну это круто. Вот, кстати, ESL, что мне нравится, они вот, у них есть интересная cool story, там парниша рассказывает про джетпаки на королевской битве, да, вот этой вот, про как там правильно стрейфиться, там как бы, у них так много-много интересной информации рассказывает, я так не знаю, кто это рассказывает, какой-то аналитик, ты понимаешь, либо просто ведущий, что там интересные факты такие. Так, ну, Арт выиграл в этой дуэли. Так, может у нас вернется игра? ESL.
Ну, если ушли на такую паузу, то, скорее всего, непонятно, когда
Да.
она вернется. Я сейчас смотрю в чатике.
Да, можно глянуть, посмотрим, друзья, может уйдем на музыкальную паузу. Сейчас скажет нам Миша информацию какую-то, и мы быстренько на музыкальную. Так, я максимально заинтересован.
Но это непонятно, когда.
Миш, тут тебе вопрос, я зачитаю его. На чем
Давай.
ты ешь окрошку?
Ну, приходи на стрим, я тебя.
Ну, это вопрос чата был, так что...
Не, я не тебе, я чуваку, который задавал.
Все, понял. Да, друзья, поэтому приходи. Так. Все, тогда мы идем на небольшую музыкальную паузу, друзья, и вернемся уже...
Да вот же паузу, куда ты пошел-то,
очень,
ебаный в рот.
очень скоро, когда матч только стартанет.
Как они дохуя пиздят, конечно, это полный пиздец. Если с контри попробовать эту хуету включить. Ну-ка. Здесь чё? Музыка какая-то.
Nice and close matches, I believe. But we're pretty confident that we're gonna make it somehow.
I think the match would not be this.
There's no good answer. There's no good decision in this situation.
Tough part is, and I understand what the crowd's trying to do, only be allowed for Double O Nation, therefore showing that they're only supporting that team.
Че так жестко тормозит-то, нахуй?
If I'm against a Brazilian team in this event, silence is the best sound I can hear.
Oh yeah.
So there's got to be a...
I'm having a great day. And this has been trademark Bad News Eagles. Great individual skill, incredible individual performance from the players.
Че
No
мне,
fear
блядь, настолько
whatsoever
дерьмовый
in your
комп,
face
что
at
ли?
all times. Confident in every challenge. And they have really
Вообще пиздец.
stumped Double O Nation.
Synopsis.
Я в ахуе.
Again, another situation where the hometown favorites just complete backs against the wall. What a devastating first half to have to go through. coldzera with the dualies. Looking for him. So many bullets ready for SaYReX to come through. It's an opening kill in the pistol round. One more. Taco, gushed, forced back. A lot of pressure being applied by Bad News Eagles. Pressure being applied by Bad News Eagles. Synopsis got a double, and there goes Taco. And what are you supposed to do if you're trying? Oh, just
Okay,
that. Yeah.
give it a try. How about that? He can try all he wants. He's got two. GXX gets him down, but coldzera steps in, and here we go on the flag. Rigon's going to take
Блять, почему так-то?
and that's going to close out the round 13-3. Cole thought he had one step ahead by dropping back out of the sight. Unfortunately, that's exactly where Rigon was waiting.
Yeah, hard to read that. Man, what again, you mentioned in the first half, Synopsy, whenever you see his name come up on the board, there's another one to follow it.
Well, that's what blows me away, is because you press tab, and he's the bottom of the team. Like, when you see his name up there, you'd think he's killing everyone.
Yeah,
because
quality, not quantity.
Dude, it's instant doubles, like, every single time. He's like the untradeable player.
Well, that makes it real rough for Double O Nation. Makes it real difficult to get back into this.
Hey, look, they and 9Z both are in the same situation, and in some ways that'll be consolation for each of them. Guys, haha, laugh it off. Look, we're at home. We both had a rough start. We can both regroup from this, and they definitely
Они
need to
ебашат
look at it that way.
пиздец, нахуй. Блять, не мы, нахуй.
XX with a Molotov toward Try. That'll push him back up the ramp towards the A site.
Dumao waiting, Deagle in hand. This is the opportunity. One tag. Taco's got a FAMAS at the A-bomb site. Try all alone at the A-bomb site. The two defenders are split. Trying to recover a 2-on-4 scenario, and middle has been compromised. Oh my lord. The timing on that is huge. Timing on that is everything.
So Try goes down, Taco gets through the smoke, he wants to sneak in behind, but this is going to be such a huge amount of kills for him to find and make anything of this. Bomb already planted as well, and Scenario straight around the corner. Wide side with a MAC-10, Taco never expected it.
Yeah, they're like, you know what, we're in a 4-on-1, why even go for the play right now? Let's make sure everything's secure. Let's not lose a single detail, let's not lose track of a single player. 14-3, timeouts taken from Double O Nation, but there's no good answer, there's no good decision in this situation.
Tough part is, and I understand what the crowd's trying to do, only be allowed for Double O Nation, therefore showing that they're only supporting that team. If I'm against a Brazilian team in this event, silence is the best sound I can hear.
Oh yeah.
So there's got to be an in-between with this crowd on when to rally themselves up, when to big up Double O Nation on stage, and when to try and sort of be bitter and get in the heads of the other team. Because right now, I'm loving this. If I'm Bad News Eagles and I hear nothing, perfect.
I think at this
Sit
point,
down, Brazil. We're in charge right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're Bad News Eagles, you might not even care about the crowd at this point. You're just you're loving the scoreboard. You're just sat there like, oh, 14-3. I'm having a great day. And this has been trademark Bad News Eagles. Great individual skill, incredible individual performance from the players. No fear whatsoever, in your face at all times. Confident in every challenge. And they have really stumped Double O Nation.
Synopsy being aggressive again, pre-firing even. He'll take down Taco. He's looked away at the wrong time. Might get caught out here. There's a player to peek. Oh, okay, the smoke side. I thought they were going to actually push through it. I thought they were going to try and counter that off, but it's one flatcher, only good for one over the top. Rigon doubles. coldzera in a 1-on-4 this time. I was going to say they're all inside of the site, but there was one heading for a long flank. Doesn't matter. It's going to be that point already for Bad News Eagles.
Yeah, 12 of them, in fact. 12 chances to close this out.
Pumped full of lead in this game.
We saw Zach at the end of the 9Z game kind of telling his team, that's just game one. We've got plenty more chances to qualify through, plenty more chances to recover. It's going to have to be a similar conversation with Double O Nation when all is said and done here. But this one's very rough.
Lovely start, though, from Bad News Eagles, though. Opsy looking for a setup. Support the flash through the roof to get his teammates in toward middle. That'll bounce off, cover off the left. Just gets around the big box. So throw it now, and then Scenario goes in. Tries too far back to be spotted, but Taco hears it. That gives him a chance down below. Had to aim up too far and try swinging around. Rigon had that cover. So now, it's just a 4-on-3.
Yeah, but Dumal's in a decent position to recover this. I don't think that they'll realize necessarily there's a player on the stairs. There's only actually one player in the bomb site. If Rigon goes down, Dumal has a chance.
Big kill from Cold then, because that'll put one flat show out of the rounds. And you're absolutely right, Dumal's going to go now.
Doesn't
Smoke.
matter.
Yeah, well, it nearly did. I was going to say, nearly got Rigon, but they close it. Cold Zero was found, and he cuts off the back of the site with that information. Bad news, Eagles have a good news morning, because they just absolutely smoked Double O Nation in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, what a brilliant statement to make. If you're Bad News coming into this, Bad News Eagles coming into this, you're showing we have no fear. We have all the confidence, and we are not going to be afraid of taking control of the situation. Huge map 1 victory here at IEM Rio for Bad News Eagles. We'll be back after the break with the next match.
Hey Future Pros, we are back with an advanced execute for your T-side on Inferno. For this execute, you will need 4 Future Pros along with 3 mollies, 3 flashes, and 2 smokes. Let's break it down. Future Pro number 1. Your first job is to boost up Future Pro 4 onto the half wall. After that, get into this position and aim your crosshair above this point where the roof tiles combine. This molly will land and force out anyone playing first or second oranges. Then bank a flash off this window to blind anyone on site or in CT. This will allow you to get a quick smoke covering off CT spawn. And for good measure, lob this deep flash over CT spawn, which will further blind anyone playing on the site. Future Pro 2. You'll be smoking off coffins and also provide a supporting flash. To smoke coffins, get right up into this corner with the logs. Aim upward along the line of this fence and stop when you're at this line with this other fence post. This smoke will block off behind coffins. It is thrown this deep to discourage CTs from pushing through and hugging the side of the smoke. So be aware that someone still could be holding coffins. Alternatively, you can throw this smoke a little higher and coffins will be fully smoked off, but be wary of an aggressive CT. Finally, aim above these wires over the left of the plant bot. Walk forwards and throw the flash as you get to the second wire. This will provide a flash to blind anyone on the B site. Future Pro 3. You only have 1 molly to throw, so don't mess it up. Your molly will be to push out anyone who's playing new box. To do this molly, get up into this part of the wooden barrels, formerly known as car. Then aim at this part of the tile and jump throw. Now no one can play from new box, great! Future Pro 4. You also have an easy job. Once Future Pro 1 has boosted you onto the half wall, position yourself over this corner of the wall. Then aim at this gap in the trees and throw your molly. This will force anyone out of dark. If this execute is done correctly with the right timings, there should be literally nowhere for the CTs to stand apart from out into the open. But make sure you practice those timings, it really is all about timings.
Мощно. Электроник не поймал одной какой здесь.
turns out the crowd buff hasn't quite kicked in for our Brazilian teams just yet, but it's good news on the side of the Eagles. Absolute decimation in their opening series here in Brazil. And Peacemaker, you were saying you were surprised to see it even end up on Vertigo in the first place when we're looking at 0-0 Nation's win record recently.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think Vertigo has been a map that 0-0 Nation played only once in the past 3 months, right? And they even lost that series. And I think that one of the, I mean, I have to assume that the fact that they decided to play Vertigo was more towards like, they probably practiced the map quite a lot recently. And I mean, it does make sense, right? Because they are about to play a major, they have to improve their map pool. So they decided to test Vertigo, and probably as well, I would assume that just the fact that Bad News Eagles wouldn't be able to prepare as much for them, you know, they kind of have to go blind because you can't really prepare a lot for when 0-0 Nation only played 1 game, right? So I think they tried it and they had a clear game plan throughout the whole game, which I guess we're going to talk about a little bit, and it just didn't pay off, yeah.
Yeah, Bad News Eagles just being incredibly proactive coming onto this map as well.
Yeah, I think the mindset from Bad News Eagles is the story, is the talking point, is what we have to focus on. They were so assertive, they were so courageous, so brave in looking for the information and grabbing map control away from 0-0 Nation. I think Juan Flatcher kind of embodies this mindset what we're talking about. He had a bunch of multi-kills early on in the game who forced 0-0 Nation to be either always paranoid about your back or slowing down your pace. He was taking so much space. You can see here some of the duels he's taking in front of smokes, being pesky, being lurky. He embodied all that BNE needed early on, and he did a tremendous job.
Yeah, and I think that all, again, another IGL, right, who's stepping up and, you know, going for aggressive peaks and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, he was setting the pace of the game, not only him, but, like, I don't think that 0-0 Nation had an answer for the aggression coming out of Bad News Eagles. And even in the interview, we saw Taco talking about it, right, that they knew what
That's right.
When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and
Здорово. Ну так, ну. Я на вахту. Не, никуда не собирался. Я говорю, что командировка у меня будет. Но. Ну я в этом, там же, где вот Sigma Geo, только в штате работаю. Ну. Да ничего, вот просто водителем и все. Ну, в штате. Ну.
Есть, короче, предложение, от которого ты не сможешь отказаться.
Угу.
Есть, короче, нехуевая фирма, короче, по металлоконструкции. И типа, я знаю, что у тебя нахуй руки прямые, можешь накручивать, нахуй. Нужен, короче, сварщик.
Угу. 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 Ага. Ага. Угу. Так, а тебя туда кем хотят взять? Угу. Угу. Ага. Ну. Мгм. Ага. А где контора находится? Ага.
Скину ролик рекламы их посмотришь, типа,
Мгм.
что они делают, как четко рассказывают грамотно все. И что они как делали, так далее. Такую рекламу скину, посмотришь. И если как бы тебе это интересно, я в ближайшие дни говорю с этим пареньком,
Мгм. Ну, как бы можно, а чё, где работа-то, в цеху или как? Ага. Мгм. Ага. Ну, то есть, тебе, грубо говоря, принесли там какую-то хреновину, там, объяснили, там, ну, на руках, там, на словах, и все, и ты попёр её делать. Мгм. 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 Не, ну как бы смотри, я-то могу работать, но я прям не такой уж прям охуевший сварщик, что прям, блядь, пиздец варить нахуй. Ага. Мгм. 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 Ну да. Мгм. Мгм. Так. Мгм. Мгм. Так, ну понял. Ну давай тогда встречайся, что с ним там. Как бы, блядь, так-то плохо, можно попробовать. Но ты там сильно-то... Чё, если чё? Ну, я завтра работаю, как, ну, до 5 получается. После 5 буду свободен, ну. Суббота, воскресенье, выходные. Ну. А, ну, давай, давай, давай. А график работы еще какой у них? Мгм. Ну. Мгм. А трудоустройство еще какое? Все твое, да? Мгм. Понял. Мгм. Ну, блядь, там и делать надо заебато. Ага. Мгм. 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 То есть у них там типа бригады есть, которые выездные, как бы есть типа, которые на месте сидят, так что ли? Мгм. Мгм. Так, ну, понял, понял. Ну, давай, что, на выходных встретимся, попиздимся, да как бы, чтобы понимать, что там. Давай, не вопрос. Давай, ага, добренько. Все, давай, доброе. Я подкинул, ебать, мысли при рассуждении. Что-то долго все затягивается, пиздец как. Че так долго-то, ебаная реклама, блядь? Че у них там, блядь, решить не могут проблемы, блядь? Ебаная. Интересно так-то, блядь, хуй знает, что там заработать-то тоже нахуй. Блядь, у типа уже там все идет, нахуй, у нас все реклама, блядь, какая-то. Как он так, нахуй, включил, блядь, 4-1 счет у него. Что за бред, блядь? Ну-ка, ну-ка. Ну-ка, ну-ка, он сюда сейчас прилетит. Здесь тоже пиздешь еще. А у этого уже игра, блядь, идет, что-то нахуй. Как так? Так же не бывает, нахуй. Где наебало, нахуй? А это он в CSGO именно смотрит. Или это они АФК стоят? Ну, это они просто АФК стоят, нахуй. Типа тоже так можно сделать. Как это сделать? Ну-ка, ну-ка. Twitch. Стрим рос. Twitch браузер. Блядь. Кто там какие-то скины, блядь, делит, нахуй. Пи-пи-пи. Бля, так-то и хуй знает. Страница матча. ШЛТВ.орг. Да не, блядь. О, что-то тут
Господи.
Ура,
проявился.
ура, час паузы. Да, ну что, я думаю, уже многие знают, что там сначала проблемы с монитором были, монитор поменяли,
Ура,
потом
ура,
проблемы
ура.
с компьютером были, компьютер поменяли. Надеемся,
Охуеть.
что все теперь будет нормально. Я как бы сторонник положительно смотреть на вещи. Лучше пауза и технические проблемы в первый день, чем это будет в плей-офф где-нибудь.
Мгм.
Поэтому сейчас лучше пускай все компьютеры, которые поломаться хотят, поломаются в первый день, и потом уже будем с наслаждением наблюдать за мажором без технических пауз.
Бля, мужик, они и дальше
Да,
будут
чтобы
типа
админы были готовы,
паузы,
знаешь,
нахуй.
к любым ситуациям, потому что это самое важное. На ESL есть и некоторые проблемы, ясно.
Нечто
Что
есть.
опять? Интересненько. Ребята.
А, кто-то говорит из австралийской команды: прикиньте, теперь у меня не работает.
Прикиньте.
Ну тут можно писать дисконнект будет. Да. Он
Просто
снимает
понимаешь, в чем
наушники.
прикол? Они ж уходили с линеек, то есть им сказали, что типа, ну, будем комп менять, там, типа, 10 минут погуляйте. И там было видно на официальной трансляции, что, о, видишь, он еще показывает, пойдем, говорит, подышим воздухом. Походу, ГГ. Это еще одна техничка, лол.
Ай, Господи, спаси и сохрани. Вы что, я минут 30 назад
Подорожник,
смотреть перестал.
подорожник.
Такой же счет был. Да, дружище, все, короче, они пошли дышать воздухом. А, у Декстера опять, походу. Опять у Декстера, походу,
Что за
друзья.
хуйня, блядь?
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. У меня в компьютерном клубе проблем на лана меньше. Друзья, ну, бывает, дудосы какие-то, да, техника не выдерживает такого напряжения. Это все-таки профессиональный Counter-Strike. Тут как бы напряжение очень жесткое.
Слушай, а на International в доте были какие-то технологии?
Да, там 2 часа была пауза. Ну, там, я так понимаю, пауза была в гостинице. То есть на арене и в самом зале, на сцене никаких пауз не было. Вообще там все идеально. Ну, там Сингапур, там как бы все продумано до мелочей. А тут просто пауза на паузе. Ну, опять, наверное, полчасика какие-то посидеть. В принципе, все.
Ну, то есть они, я так понимаю, Декстеру пока решали проблемы, все разошлись.
Не, они
пришел
Декстеру,
чувак.
смотри, до сих пор решают.
У меня уже пауза пошла, не знаю.
Я звук проблемный Декстера такой.
Ясно, ну да, у
Вот.
меня тоже уже пауза пошла, да. Ой-ой-ой.
Что? Еще подождем.
Да.
некоторое время.
Да, друзья, мы идем снова на паузу. Вы идите, возьмите вкусняшек, заварите себе чая, и мы вернемся очень скоро.
Идите на первую трансляцию, там игра сейчас будет полным ходом, Фурия против BIG, не теряйте времени, как бы игр много, может быть, слава богу, успеете то и то посмотреть, и не одновременно,
Ху-ху, и то,
всё
и то,
не
хуя-то
упустить.
тип.
Все, а мы на паузу.
Да, всем
А мы на
хорошего вечера,
паузу.
возвращайтесь к нам в следующем матче.
Ёбаный в рот, посмотрел нахуй. Пикс. Это уже какая-то хуета. Бля, это нахуй. Ну-ка. Че он сказал? Фурия BIG. Фурия. Да я то. Фурия тоже интересные ребята. Ну кого-то играют, походу. Здесь слоем хуярит, но. Всегда. OG Маус играет. Блядь, это не то, нахуй. Это не то пальто. Это что это? Виплей какой-то, Академия Лиг сезон 6. Ну вот это интересно. Эйфель Genius. Фурия. Фурия пока нихуя не играет. Вот это вот мне надо и посмотреть.
của Rio Major 2022. Và đây rồi, trận thi đấu đã sẵn sàng, chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau đến với
Ча, вынеси, ча. Они там стелят. Где, блять, официальная прямая игра, нахуй, вот этой всей хуеты? Почему я не могу ее найти, нахуй? Какую-то хуету нахожу. Ну вот.
Right back up into the M4s. 5 on the board. A little bit of utility as well. No kits, but that's all good. Well done from Big to sustain with 2 straight to start the map. Good kills from Keto.
Мы разобрались, куда нам надо.
Tabson. Smoke down to cover off any vision from the top of the ramp.
at this double stack as well in middle. Fury want to send the message that they will defend this part of the map. Leaves SaYReX on his own though, and he's in some trouble. Keto's found that. Crimbo went down in middle, but meanwhile the defense holding on top of the stairs,
drop.
and Sin's not going to let him away.
Yeah, drop was stuck. He couldn't jump out of the corner. Safe's the next one in line. He's rotated over, trying to play quad and see if he can spot anyone, getting aggressive on that opening kill. It's only a one-man advantage, but significant in terms of its pacing because it did spread out the defense quite a bit. They were forced to rotate back over, and that's why Art and Safe are so committed to this positioning. They desperately want to get a kill back right now to try and neutralize the round. Not going to happen. Great shot from Kiddo. Arts pulls it back. One to work with, but Tapson looking to execute over toward the A site instead. Yuri, he knows they're there. Fires in, damage to all of them. Somehow he stays alive and gets away as it was the close player and SaYReX that walked into the flyer, walked into the bullets that were already being sprayed toward his teammates, and that's going to give a chance, but Sin's found the corner. He's found the pocket, and down goes Art. It's Yuri that wants it next, and he's going to have a tough time, but Tapson 10
Разъебет
HP.
по-любому.
Yuri on 43, he's going to slam, he's going to clutch it, and Fury is on the board.
Big clutch early for Yuri.
Нихуя как в зале, круто, блять, туда хочу.
Him and SaYReX, some of the star factor of this team. That is a massive round from Yuri. And that's a 2v4 recovery from Fury as well. Art with the opening or the other kill on the other side of the map. This lineup for Yuri almost got a pair of kills right there, but a big clutch. And he gets the first kill without even springing the trap. It's absolutely perfect. Fury is on the board early.
And now they'll, with guns again, go against Big's opposition, or at least AKs. Okay, SaYReX does have the AWP. They've got good utility. This will break them, though. This is a big round both ways if Fury want to try and take control of Vertigo. Safe! Quickly finds Keto. He's already dropped him down. That's a fast peek. Close side as well, short side of the crane.
Any time getting away either. Now it's on SaYReX, but he wants nothing to do with the utility. He's all alone at the top of the stairs, so plays it passively, conservatively, and backs away into the site as Drop steps up in support.
Tapson bypasses the gap in the smoke. Gonna go for the, ooh, okay, good shot. SaYReX, I was gonna say the railing boost above it to see the site, but they anticipated it, sprayed in. So Sin found also by SaYReX too through the smoke for him, playing that quad position, and they never realized it. The silent stem forward, they didn't realize it was coming from the left. They were still thinking that was boxes inside of the site.
We've been seeing that play a lot on Vertigo recently, is toying with that smoke, looking at the one-way over the top, the boost up over as well. We've seen a number of times, and yeah, that spam can be so deadly. Good double kill for SaYReX, and that leaves Crimbo and SaYReX in a really awkward position in a 2v5.
Look at Safe as well, staring toward the doorway in which they want to go, but this is going to be a long save. Crimbo at the top with the AK, and SaYReX will just wait down below.
Че они кричат? BIG, наверное, кричат.
Fury is going to end up straight back into this. SaYReX's off. If they can find that, that would be huge. AK for Art. He knows it's there.
I think there might be a saving grace here for Big that they'll get to save these weapons because there's not enough money built up on Fury to feel like you have the bank to go for any kind of a hunt here. So Big should be able to get away with these two guns without any real pressure being applied to him. But Fury is going to tie things up 2-2. And this one's extremely clean. Safe the opening kill. SaYReX 2 spams through smoke. Nice and easy. And Fury gets upgraded to some AK-47s and builds some momentum moving forward.
Вот это, блядь, красиво было.
Yeah, that was great.
Здесь тоже нормально наказал их.
Oh, peace.
Нахуй, говорит, отсюда.
All the way down, but tie game early is, yeah. Tie game early is massive because we knew, look, we saw 9Z struggle into it. We saw Double O Nation.
Bah.
He hit the ground. He hit the ground, Jason. But they struggled to get into it, and look, they were the underdogs in this situation. Now Fury, if they get off to a slow start, I think they're the favorites in the game against Big right now, so that would be hugely devastating for IEM Rio and the crowd, so they needed to tie this up early and get back into it. SaYReX's looking for a gap in the smoke to look towards scaffolding. He's not going to find that yet.
He was also looking for that floor Molotov as well, so look for some kind of maybe a late round attack from Big towards middle to kind of take advantage of that Molotov. If they choose to go back from it, that might just be nothing, but the fact that he was lining it up makes me think it's a possibility at some point. And his op should be mostly in support, sending the Tech 9, the Deagle, the AK-47 forward. He covers the angles at range. and nobody wants to peek into the AWP, so they're trusting in the fact that that knowledge is going to prevent Furia from peeking and gaining information.
Sin looking for a way into the round, is controlling the swing in middle. Molly is fully engulfed, as you can hear, but doubling up, in fact tripling up the position over toward the scaffold. They don't go for the boost. Are missed it on the jump, and I think they know the timing is off, so Yuri's aggressive instead. Head still down, peeks out, sees Kiddo, but has to be careful. Because, boy, careful with the nade as well. He's got to get a gun back in his hands to get a kill. He does. Yuri successfully and smartly backs away. Didn't even take any damage in that. Good shot by Crimbo. He'll fall immediately. Drop's going to find two. And here's the AWP. Now they know where it is. And they've already done some damage onto SaYReX, who may just want to back off of this one. 14 seconds. It's going to be the lead to Furia, 3-2.
The third player there was brutal. Oh, SaYReX got him boxed in. They could go for this. Now they've got the money. 5 seconds. SaYReX gets one. How much more do they want to chase after? And he's going to take the escape route. Deploys the emergency shoot, and he gets the AWP in his hands for the next round. 3-2, Furia take a lead.
Absolutely.
The first lead of a Brazilian on this stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today.
Yeah, the first South American on the stage. If you want to include 9Z, obviously I knew you were, but just to be make sure that there's no doubt about it. But yes, absolutely, they are taking the lead in this, and didn't quite get the AWP. SaYReX was wise to what was going on, but they have the money in their favor, and that AWP, again, will only be accompanying the Eagles in this situation. Safe again wants the opening pick, not quite to the same ledge this time, trying to change his angles.
Он как нагло играет.
No success. That gives SaYReX a bit of a posting to watch towards scaffold. Very wallable position, and there's a very slight gap in the graphics settings. You can actually see through that, and that's exactly what he fired at. Remember, the red text, the enemy text often helps in that situation as well.
Watch for Safe, though, taking a deep peek. And Big's going to back away, trying to give SaYReX some time to find them an opening kill, but they don't want to challenge an A ramp anymore. So, didn't get anything they liked, didn't get any advantage off of it. Back over towards B stairs, where SaYReX is alone, but he's being aggressive over the board. So, he'll see presence, he'll take a fight with one as he drops off and falls back. And speaking of which, Drop is going to be here as well in support.
Эта музыка, блядь, на фоне играет.
SaYReX for one. Needs to get away and around the corner sooner, but his teammates there to support it, and they aren't going to challenge because a good defensive Molotov was thrown out. SaYReX gets the support from Drop. And the Molotov in return is going to go, oh, okay, Drop is going to back right into it. I was just going to go behind him, but he wants to reposition either way. They're going to go back toward middle and potentially the ramp. The only player over here currently is Safe.
Yeah, but again, deep angle, early warning system as well. Flicks up, very narrow gap, low percentage shot, but he's got the information, can readjust, drop defensive utility, and now Yuri's here with the M4 to provide support, keep some space, and the AWP is accurate. Safe only gets one before taps and drops him, but really no danger yet for Furia.
I was going to say, tough spot for Yuri to be in, trying to find that headshot in return, and he manages it. Tapson's not going to know there's two there, so SaYReX will put the AWP down this time. Everyone has fallen on the big side, and it's a 2-round lead for Furia.
Yeah, that round had no plan for Big. That was kind of shuffling between the bomb sites. Shuffling between A ramp and B stairs and seeing what you could get, seeing if you could find it. If SaYReX could pick anyone off with the AWP, and no dice, baby. 4-2. I think Big is going to take the opportunity to call a timeout, talk things over.
Art's enjoying his time. They've been waiting for this. As we said, this is the major that was delayed 2 years due to the pandemic. And although Furia had made their presence known before that, they're in a better position now, I would say. So they need to relish this opportunity to play.
Здесь Фурия-то заряженная на победу должна быть. Дома играет, должны побеждать.
We as an English broadcast team was in Brazil, was way back to 2018 in Belo Horizonte.
Yeah. Way back. In the concrete dome.
Absolutely, the Thunderdome. It's so loud inside of there. I remember Henry and I, we basically made an agreement, no questions, nothing that I have to respond to, and likewise, we just, you finish talking, I will talk. We could not hear each other. It was incredible. Challenging, but incredible. Challenging situation for SaYReX. Never going to spot that boost coming up from Yuri. And finally, we've seen that boost attempted a lot today, but finally going to get a kill from it.
Yeah, and again, I mean, they might not expect this aggression from Art either. That's been his His charm as a player, unexpected aggression, and all Furia wants every fight. What a transfer from drop. 5-2, and Furia's got this crowd on their feet early.
Парни там возбудились.
Doesn't matter if they're jerseys, Imperial 9Z, they're all cheering for the Brazilians right now. Great start with the boost that gave them the information. Art slides out, and then the slaughter in the sight from Drop. Yeah, the Belo Horizonte event as well. That was when MIBR had 2 Americans on the team with Derek and Stewie.
I know, the good old days we call that. That's a way back time machine. Oh, safe. Oh, he might be. I have to be careful. Second shot. There's a timing there, but Art's going to put an end to it. Taps him, goes down. A little bit of utility. Defense. Oh, no.
He's late.
He held onto it way too long.
Mr. Aggressive gets aggressed upon. Kiddo catches Art out. As Safe will do the same, though, in return. I don't know that he's aware that there's a second player this close. Oh, Sin!
Oh, yeah.
Easy shot because he was anticipating more aggression. He wanted to go to the AK, did Safe, but little did he know he was anything but as the Deagle was off to the right side. Fury holding his nerve, gets the assist for Drop, who's played very well from the boxes. 2 rounds in a row, and it's now 6-2.
There was some trickiness in that round, though. Furia's got to be careful. A couple miscues there, almost was able to punish him. 4-round lead.
The torch is out.
Yeah, this right here, that's a bit too much from Safe. Don't drop the weapon. You don't know it's safe. Don't take those liberties. Don't make those assumptions in a game, in a stage like this.
Still looking. Art's bypassed that AWP though, and he can't find who to flick at first. He'll go down to 19 HP, having already lost Sin in the round. They'll back off and try their luck elsewhere.
You know, it already feels to me like Big's in a lot of trouble in this half, because whenever Fury have chosen to be aggressive at these stairs with Art, Drop, SaYReX, whoever it's been, they've had success. They've neutralized some of the attack. They've been able to find a fight, find a kill, and fall away into the bomb site. Similar over towards the A bomb site. There's been a solid defense at A ramp as well. So Big, it feels like running out of some options here as Furious defense is holding strong.
Comms need to be so clear in these situations as well. You can't have a microphone open, bleeding noise through it. You've got to be concise and not to distract your teammates, but also make sure that with some of the sound cues being muffled in these situations with the crowd, you've got to be dead on. And again, we talked about that experience. Arts, oh, he's faked that he's gone away. This could be huge. No one-way gap in it, but he still has the position. Sees the first, doesn't bother waiting to see if Trigger to spin will play off. SaYReX got the double. 7-2 for Furia.
That hit had no chance, but I think Big felt like there was no other option in a 3 versus 5. If you wait out that smoke, they know exactly what's happening. They know exactly where you are. Taking the risk and getting absolutely shut down, and you're exactly right. The fake from Art probably gave them a little bit more sense of security than they should have had. 7-2, and another timeout for Big.
We said the other 2 teams, 0-0 Nation, 9Z, not what they would have wanted to start it off for Furia. This is perfect. Feel the crowd early, get used to the environment, get the adrenaline going, and build on this throughout. Whether they win or lose this game, they need to figure out exactly what the stage is going to present to them in their home country.
It's got to be a weird feeling. Not only at the event in Brazil, which is significant and special in its own right, but also the top Brazilian team in a tournament that has Coldzera, Taco, Fallen, and Fur, and FNX.
And don't discount FNX. Man at 100% record at the first few majors he attended.
Sad to see that one broken.
Yeah, that was a great record.
That was a good meme. Dead now.
Better to have him back, though, you know? Can't force him into retirement too early.
So just pistols. Pistols, armor, a little bit of utility for Big. They're going to try and attack into this B bomb site. Much more passive defense, a little bit more space for them to work with. Safe has eyes on middle with the AWP, which means Drop can dedicate himself to support the B bomb site defense.
SaYReX. Gonna wait this one out. Easy headshot. Boosted pistols can do nothing of that. They're gonna try a second boost on the offside. But the smoke's down, there's no chance of seeing it. SaYReX knows they're trying to flame him out of this position, so he goes aggressive instead. He and Drop converging for a number of kills, 3 in fact, as Drop will find his second, and Yuri comes in and joins the equation 8-2.
Absolutely decimated. Brilliant defense, and that should be a signal. Those B stairs are closed. There's no access to them. If you're big, you have to go elsewhere. They've had struggles at A ramp as well. We haven't seen them challenge mid a whole lot, and basically at all. I think the first gun round, they sent one body there, got taken down by a stack, but they might want to reinvestigate that idea, that concept, and that part of the map. It was 2-0 for Big, 8 straight for Furia now.
And it'll be hard to break this crowd if you're Big. We've not seen this crowd have something to cheer for in terms of being in the lead. SaYReX preemptive strike as he was flashed off, wanted to fall on the angle, but decided to pull the trigger first. Luckily does so and finds Sin. Ito gets one back though, Art once more. It's not completely open on the scav side. No, Yuri able to just slide out and makes no mistake on the kill and the trade in return.
Yeah, but SaYReX feels like there's some space there to be taken. He comes up a little bit late with the AWP. Yuri and Drop gonna get re-aggressive towards the top of the ramp. Crimbo beneath the smoke behind the sandbags. Tapson watching the flank, and SaYReX aggressive around scaffolding.
Shot out, success. Drop finding his 9th kill on his A side. He'll go down, but not without 80. And a vengeance and revenge dealt by Yuri. SaYReX did get him behind them though. You're absolutely right. He found that space, and now he has a chance to try and tear Yuri apart as well, but such a tough situation for him to be in, and I don't know that Yuri's fully aware of this.
It's all timing. He's just kind of got to guess when that's going to come in. 2 different angles he's got to worry about, but he nails it. Nails it, shuts him down. 3 kills for Yuri in the round. He's up to 11.
Да них уже были без шансов закрывает, прям
Chat
жестко.
again on the big side, trying to compose them. Tapson getting involved in it. So 9 straight now for Furia. That was probably the closest one in a while. A-ramp again, and unfortunately pistols again. Yuri behind the bags. Kiddo's already up though, he's ahead of this play. So that could catch them off entirely, because if they think there's still aggression toward the corner of the ramp, if Yuri hasn't called this or figured this out, he might be able to sneak in and just walk toward the site. Especially if that aggression's pulled. Yuri's sliding out, trying to use this smoke. He wants to get information back in return. He'll get the first kill. And now he knows there's a chance they have snuck into the low parts of short, but safe. Meanwhile, back over on the other side of the equation is cutting off mid, and it's Art that's going to close out the round entirely by dropping out Kiddo.
It's a very calm and composed Furia team at the moment. No gaps in the defense. Supportive rotations are at perfect and everyone's delivering individually. Good shooting from SaYReX. Solid with it. Hasn't had to do a whole lot, but playing very well, very accurate. And an 8-round lead now. Once the guns have come out, this has been no contest.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was only the pistol round that Big got anything going from. Just holding back behind the I-beam is Art. And time to perfection. He'll find the first, change his angle as well because the utility deployed. Now a Molotov and allows Yuri to go in to try and get aggressive, but Tapson finds him. And now SaYReX with a response, a chance for Big to finally do something with a round as they've got a man advantage.
Support flash could come in though. Look at Drop rotating over. Oh, he needs to win that fight. It's not gonna happen. Not through scaffolding.
Didn't trace the kill fast enough, and Crimbo makes no mistake with the AK.
And this is some over-aggression from Furia. They wanted an aggressive setup. They wanted to pounce and trap that attack, and it's backfired. This is the best opportunity Big has had in a long time, but Drop is gonna start pulling it back.
Sin stays too long. Drop knew exactly where he was. He heard the shots fired at his backside, decided to re-peek it free kill in response, and now he'll check off scaffolding. Now that does give 2 smokes, make it 3, excuse me, to work with for Big. Offhand, tag, 10 HP. All of them are low. SaYReX has a chance in this, but he's against it all with the smokes down. A nade will do damage on the first, no question. Bounces back, okay, it still gets it. Crimbo falls. It was on the wrong side of the box, but the damage went through. He's got Thompson as well, and now the 25 HP of SaYReX becomes a factor. SaYReX has a kit, 12 kills, and only 1 to find with ample opportunity and time to do so.
Smoke and Molotov.
Gonna wait it out slightly. He knows SaYReX's on the op, but a missed shot might do it all if he doesn't drop down the ledge fast enough, because that op is gonna have such a hard task. Smoke plumes, he's not able to get to it in time. SaYReX nails it, and it's 10-3. Big finally back on the board.
That's a smart but risky play from SaYReX. He puts out the Molotov at sandbags to say, hey, this is where I'm hiding. I have to put this Molotov out, but he throws it from the side. If SaYReX had caught that, if he had seen the angle, the trajectory of that smoke, that could have given him everything he needed, but you can see he's swinging out too wide because he did. He fell for it. He believed he was sandbags. Huge clutch from SaYReX. And when you think about it, SaYReX had the quad kill in the pistol round. SaYReX has actually delivered all 3 rounds on the board for Big.
Absolutely right. 10 kills as well. He's holding his own with a positive KD, the only one on the team to do so. 7 for Kiddo and 7 for Tapson. Slight chip damage onto SaYReX. The lineup. Art got in position. He knows there's more. He's only on the A1S. He's going to go back for the reload, but the AWP can come out and do the rest. Oh, man, they go low. But the aggression pays off. Throw everything at them. 11-3.
Could have had like 3 of them in that lineup. Narrow missed opportunity for a huge spray down, but what a good execution of the aggression down a ramp. Furia has just taken the fight to Big every step of the way. What a beautiful round to call. A beautiful piece of aggression out of a loss. Art and Safe combined for 4. Actually, maybe even 5, excuse me. SaYReX's gonna have an opening kill. And remember, I mentioned it earlier, those B stairs have been closed. That has not been an option for Big throughout this entire half.
Good shot out. Art again. The Art attack is back. He wants more from Kiddo. He'll find that and the bomb. For good measure, just 2 pistols left on the map to locate, and it's a boost up for Crimbo. He knows Heaven's already clear. Drops push back, sees that, and now he knows there's 2 there, so immediately goes for the transfer. SaYReX gets the kill, but far from the round. 22 HP. This is going to be a 12-3 score at half.
Boom, Yuri gets the final one. That's a devastating opening half if you're Big, but if you're Furia, finally you got the crowd on their feet. They've been waiting all day for a solid performance from one of their teams. They've got one here on Vertigo. We're off to halftime. We'll be right back for the conclusion of Vertigo.
Я уже типа первая половина, нихуя себе. Бать, только сейчас понял, что первая половина закончилась. Да, какое время? Час.
For SaYReX, he's got his work cut out for him. SaYReX, he's already on a double on this round. No one's watching it. SaYReX. Oh, the follow-up. SaYReX is on for the 8th.
Searson in the window is smoked off. This is for the map. This is for the game. And he's waiting in the window. They have no idea. The smoke phase, a missed shot. He gets the kill. He gets him off the bomb. The pistol's out. The P250 might just save Big once again. And he's done it all on his own.
Он стреляет, ебать, дай бог нам.
Finally goes down, it will fall to SaYReX, and he's hit some good shots. Very good shots. A double. Nork on ramp, he taps away. It's a good Julie double up, and he hits them both. SaYReX here with the orb, but he's putting on a bit of a show. A fast wrapping long is Hunter. The only man left, SaYReX.
Like right now we just focus on CS. We do, like today we visited the beach. I think it was already really nice, and maybe we will go to the statue. But for now it's like only CS. Let's see how far we can go in there.
Yes, I think so, because Brazilian really loves to, when he wants to support some team, what are they watching or what are they supporting, he will push his heart on it and he will support as much as he can.
Well, we've had one-sided scorelines all day, but this one, I think the building's much happier about. Furia arrive in this major with a bang. It's 12-3 over Big. They may not have won the pistol, but they won just about everything else bar one round.
No, but it's great seeing this out of Furia, considering they're the ones that are going to have to carry the crown for the region, for Brazil at this event. The #1 team, playoff aspirations for Furia, and it's good to see them get started right on day one. What a massive, dominant lead. Big won the pistol in round 2, and then barely anything after that. It was just complete lockdown defense from Furia. Switching sides. And we'll see what Big can bring to the table on their own CT side. Dualies on Sin and Crimbo.
Safe in tow with his teammates. Yuri awake of Crimbo behind him as he gets taken down. Headshot on the Glock. Tapson still trying to play the bomb boxes, but knows they're encroaching on his right side as well. Oh my goodness! Lineup, he found 3 on that. That's utterly ridiculous. He's not done there either. No one elected to push through the smoke and flank him because they weren't sure if there was other CTs, and they give him something easy to shoot at. Not done yet though. SaYReX, another chance to clutch. He came so close in the one-on-one against Searson, and he'll immediately switch over to the USP. A smoke to work with still, but the bomb is down and not planted. He needs headshots at range. He spotted both already, but he's hoping they'll give him one-on-ones. He wide peeks to the first, knows that's going to bait Sin out to the left side, expecting that he'd have more to fire at in case SaYReX not done there. Now has the HP advantage as he looks to push. Kid Toe back. He's done that as well.
Ну, что-то поплыли, беги-то.
Able to stay in cover, able to isolate behind those sandbags, and all the work Tapson just did gone to waste. Look, Furia played this just about perfectly. That is an incredible play from Tapson. Don't take anything away from him, but what a brilliant clutch. And that is just going to add to the frustration. And nothing can go wrong for Furia. 10-round lead now.
Ну, они на каком-то кураже, у них прям все летит нахуй. Беги, конечно, блядь, пиздец, их вообще нету на сервере.
Shots towards smoke again as the anticipated aggression is wanting to be countered. There isn't anyone there just yet though. Smoke again for SaYReX. Now they'll start to try and take the site and push back the CTs. Little do they know they've already done that. Here's the one way you talked about, Jason. They got shut down when Big tried it on their T-half. SaYReX was the one that got the 2 kills through the smoke. He's the one that dies this time to Tapson.
Same thing happened. Drop's lucky to be alive as well. This is a huge advantage for Big now. They could just turn this round in their favor immediately. 5-on-4, drops at 2 HP. Art's just below half health. So many advantages over towards Big at the moment. Let's see what Art can do with the AK-47. Looking to give a haircut out. Good shot from Tapson. The SMG's got 2 kills.
Good crossfire established as well inside sight. Tapson down though, that takes one part of it out. Sin is still taking aggro though. Good flash in. Sin expected it, back turned around the wall but couldn't get the aim fast enough. And Yuri, the shot back, Searson's gonna get the nade into drop. All down to a 48 HP, Yuri against 3. And Sin knows he needs to just continue playing the headshot angle with only 9 HP, but this round's gonna be stolen from them.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna be 13-4, no chance. Don't overcommit this one. They're both inside of the site. Searson's got the shot.
Yeah, that's well done. Nice defense from Big. Over that smoke, they get punished for it. Against the weaker weapons, trying to bust out some trickery. That'll be a small sigh of relief for Big, as it's still a long road back into this game. 9-round deficit, but Tapson's going to deliver them a good performance with the SMG. And for Furia, it's back to Tech 9.
Ой, я причесал, мне ебать нахуй.
Utility to challenge against the M4s and the scout on Searson.
Oh, fast start again. Quesarado has Sin down. He wasn't expecting that many Tech 9 staring at him. Edge toward the stairs. Tapson, though, is on top of the window. He'll make no mistake. His Primbo. And he collects kills to redeem the situation. Bomb not planted yet. They want to try and get that down to get more money, and I think they will. Quesarado's sticking it. Oh, he's not. I thought he was sticking that. I think he could have. I think he could have got away with that. Instead, they'll get very little for the round.
Yeah, he thought the retake was coming in a little bit earlier, so he wanted to fight with his teammates, so got off the bomb. And yeah, maybe a little bit of a mistake, but no big deal at the end of the day. Good win from Big, good recovery, because that pace, that speed, and the opening kill could have been very, very dangerous. That is sometimes where Furia thrives. Blowing the crowd a kiss. Includes all of you at home watching. Thank you for tuning into the Rio Major. We're excited to embark on this 2-week journey with all of you.
Yeah, this is day 1. It's gonna get absolutely wild as we get toward the finals stage. Quito with 2. Easy collection so far. Bomb down, careful in the lineup there, boys. Searson's got the shot in return, and he's not done there. Goes to the 5-7 of all things to take out Quesarado, and it's just Art remaining. 28, and any bullet will do. Just need to find him, and they will. Trimbo jumps up, spots him. 13-6 now.
Yeah, but guns are coming out for Furia. And in the first half, this is where it all went south for Big. When Furia had the weapons and the AK-47 and the money behind him. Timeout taken from Furia. They're first. They're just going to talk things over, make sure they're on the same page for these gun rounds. Godbeat trying to get his team fired up moving forward to start mounting this comeback. They're 7 rounds away from Furia at the moment.
Что они рано радовались-то, походу.
Round 20.
Что-то втирает.
And a Mac 10 on Art. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Art go for some really fast scaffolding control, maybe towards B stairs control, actually, as we see him come out of spawn as well.
See what they find. Kiddo's the one who wants to peek on this. Art already in behind the smoke, though. Mac 10 towards Scaff. He's going to put a few pre-fired shots into that position. Okay. Is that a true 1G?
I think that was a full-blown 100% 1G.
I think that literally was, chat. This time you're actually going to be right. Kiddo's going to take down safe. Smoke off the bomb on this as well as Searson goes back out. Easy duel for him against Drop, who was not anticipating it. And this was a gun round. Furia has been most successful on the gun rounds in this equation by a landslide. But now, starting to struggle ever so slightly. 13-7 looking likely.
I'm very curious on how that actually happened.
I think he was blind in the edge of the smoke, but I didn't see the start of it. Yeah, I think so, but I have to see the start of it.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a long time that Quesarado has to try and save this AK-47. 28 HP in a 1v3 with a minute on the clock as he tucks himself on the upper levels of T-spawn. And for Big, no reason to hunt or chase. No need to overextend with the bomb down, and want to keep 3 players alive and the money growing moving forward. So 13-7 is going to be the scoreline.
13-7 and
4 straight.
Well, and I was going to say force rate and no money more than anything for Fury. The first time since the opening pistol that they've had to sit on the back foot of this one.
Yeah, they're going to get $2,900, but that's not really enough to go for any kind of a full buy. So I think it'll be another round where you drop down around this AK-47, some Tech 9 and armor, some Deagles as well, some elements of danger. See if you can find another fast-paced opening pick like you did previously, but maybe that AK-47 being added into the arsenal can help you kind of turn the corner and really capitalize on it. Comes to a close. KSCERATO has no pressure applied to him. 18 kills, 8 deaths for KSCERATO to lead the way for Furia. Yuri is not far behind at 17. Searson, top of the scoreboard for Big with 16 frags himself. That's a weird one. Okay, yeah, blinded, and he didn't make the jump. I don't think it would have mattered. That's still burning the sandbags.
Yeah, it's burning on the other side. So that's not yeah. I would be a little disappointed.
He's like, everybody saw that. Oh dear.
Welcome to the major, Yuri. That's not how to get a graffiti. Mind you, we haven't had a graffiti since 2017. So.
But I think it would be cool to start getting graffitis for bloopers. Let's start celebrating the bad plays as well.
I wouldn't want to play this map again if I had to look at that all the time if I did something silly. This is going to be a push that might have success because, oh, I didn't think they were staring it down. They're going to get both. The Mac 10 Tech 9 combo, but the low HP, and it taps into tap back. Art left on 6 HP gives them the man advantage on the Furious side, but you can argue whether or not it truly is, considering they just have the 1 AK to work with.
And that causes a huge rotation because of the way those 2 kills came out so quickly and in the position they were. That causes such a movement of Big's defense that Furia, with low weapons, they're going to take a risk. They can bait safe. He's got no armor and a Glock, and now they pushed up towards Gen. KSCERATO spots out Crimbo. Molotov out is going to be late to stop the plant. And he's under so much pressure. Great flash, but a better trade.
Oh, man. Not only a better trade, he follows that up and gets Sin all on taps and around potentially stolen back. They said they weren't going to have guns this time. That's how they lost the lead in this half. That's how they're going to steal it back. An eco and a force against Big to make it 14-7.
And there's KSCERATO capitalizing on the save. It's exactly as we talked about. The Tech 9, the Mac 10 provide the opening, and this time you've got a more powerful weapon to actually capitalize on it. Great double kill from KSCERATO. Beautiful headshot onto Sin, who's just trying to get involved in the action.
A bit optimistic by Crimbo as well. He knew there was a closer player, but on that peak you could see he just left himself completely exposed and vulnerable to the front of the site. Glass is evil, get rid of it all.
So is sand.
Yeah, yes. So sand inside of an hourglass is probably the worst thing ever for you,
Yeah,
Jason.
it's horrifying. Oh, the Mac 10. What a great aggressive lurk from Art, but the fact that he can't get that kill is painful.
Searson is low on this. That means he's committed. That means after the shot, he's got to run back, and he knows, oh, that's brilliant. You know he's going to run up the ramp, so you get on the bags. That way you catch him no matter where he goes, and the second player fleeks slow. Great communication on the trade from Furia. And Kiddo's forced way back on this. Taps in as well. They can play the heaven position, but the smokes are already down. And this is looking more and more like a pretty much definitive bomb plant.
Yeah, but this is where Art wishes he would have gotten that kill in middle, because he could be there lurking to slow down these rotations. And now it's a little bit more of resistance before this bomb gets planted. Everyone from Big is here.
Oh, and he's blind, which means he's off to the side and his head's exposed. That smoke's got about 4 seconds left on it. He's going to be left to fight, and fight is the only thing he'll be able to do when he stands up. KSCERATO goes inside of a second smoke that was deployed to try and get him away from the aggression, but he's found. They figured it out because they didn't see him retreating, and Drop is left against 2, baited out by the flash and smoke as well. And it's now going to be 14-8. They respond immediately to Big.
Yeah, I think that's all down to the missed opportunity from Art in my mind. It's not having that kill. You got everything you wanted. You got the blind kill. You got the aggressive positioning. Not to have that extra frag, but also the rotation from Big is so much faster once they realize that, you know, Art had to back away from that fight. Everyone from Big was here before this bomb gets planted. And able to start a little bit of a retake before the bomb actually gets completed going down. The Big is up to 8, 6 rounds back. Furia just 2 rounds away from starting their IEM Rio campaign with a victory.
Getting into the 1-0 bracket. We know Mouse Sports already there. Gamer Legion, as we saw on our stream. Flash in, Drop's gonna go. He's gonna get taken out by Sin, who doubles on that. It looked like he was actually gonna be outdone based on the timing of the entry, but gets away. And not even blinded in that, so the flash didn't quite go deep enough to cover off default.
Fury is dedicated here, though. It's got to be this hit. Safe is way deep. SaYReX there as well. Yuri is actually very far back with the bomb, watching the flank. They don't have to commit to the site itself, but at the moment, this aggression and these players are going to provide everything for Furia.
Patience for Safe, and Kiddo walked into it. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. Bomb is not exactly committed yet, back on the stairs, but waiting for the next pick, and that will determine its course of action in this round. Crimbo's waiting for it as well. He doesn't want to be the one to give this up. Good secondary smoke allows the cross to go further. Up on top of the boxes, needs to be careful of up close. Good damage, followed up. KSaYReX, he capitalizes. Yuri trades on Crimbo, and now the bomb can go down. Safe with a Molotov as well toward the window, and Searson with an AWP has to rotate over, or it will be map points for the Brazilians.
Yo, this round has been put together beautifully by Furia. The pause at the top of the stairs. Safe has done such an incredible job. Oh, they deserve the victory on this one. And Searson, half HP. Does he want to go for a 1v2?
He's getting closer. He's going to give this a look. No one peeking, and if he walks in between them, he's going to get caught. Safe's going to peek it when he was looking away. Map point, Furia.
That round is so disgusting from Furia. That's such a hard round to stop, even with an advantage. The positioning from Safe and KSaYReX was so strong. I mean, Safe is just able to hold this angle. He knows someone's going to have to come back for stronger positioning, for information. It's played so perfectly. And Furia have 7 chances to close out the map, and Big have no money remaining.
Shot, CZ takes Arts down to 23, so frustratingly, he'll play the rounds limping as they got away with that inside the smokes. There was no chance to see them in response, and Searson knows that damage was there, so tries to peek out and capitalize.
I'm very impressed with Safe's opping today. In this map, it's been nothing jaw-dropping, nothing that's going to make any kind of crazy highlight reel or frag movie, but it's been impactful. It's been smart. And he's delivered in some critical moments.
Safe gone. Crimbo as well, the pistols again. Fury with a chance to close this, and they're getting picked apart. Yuri manages to get one back at least. Deep smoke, but a second player up close may catch him out. KSaYReX on the lure. Sin's got him with the MP9 just based on timing, and Yuri fades off smartly, and he spotted Crimbo. He saw him at the bags. Problem is, he knows he can't go that wide without checking inside the site. Crimbo gets the timing to perfection. It's all onto Art. That 23 HP from the start of the round. 17 seconds. We're going again. Hit reset. We've got one more round at least.
This may be one of the criticisms you could levy at Furia in this game, is especially in the second half. A couple of these anti-force buy, anti-eco, anti-low buy rounds that they've had against the pistols, they've like almost, it's weird, they almost seem like more confident and more aggressive and more assertive against rifles, and once it's against the pistols, it seems like they kind of slow things down. They don't swing as much, they're a little bit more worried, a little bit more timid. That's allowed some of these 5.7s, especially in this round, to do some work. Nice boost up as well. Give some credit over there. 15-9. Timeout is called by Big, their third of the game. As they know this is something they have to build upon, obviously, or else the map is done with. Trying to talk and converse about what they've seen so far in this second half, about how they want to position themselves and what they want to deny to Furia in this round, because they've got money back in their hands, they've got utility back in their hands. They are missing the AWP on Searson, but plenty of tools to negate any of Furia's plays.
Thought Godby was on the stage, not in the crowd. Oh, geez, that guy bottom left looked just like him. Drop already around from middle. Searson's behind the bags, jumps down as the flash went out. He's actually going to be an element of surprise then, because they would have thought they cleared that. Now they know they can't go for the boost. He's already seen it, forces them off the angle. Searson wants more of that as well. He's going to try and chase them all the way around toward the elevators.
Spam through a little bit of damage on Akito. 15-9. Akito's just gonna look at information before he commits to anything. Low utility on both sides. Both teams running out of nades at the 1 minute mark.
Searson back in. Drop was waiting. Huge kill to find on the aggression from Big as they were desperate to get some information. Safe holding the angle as well at the sandbags, and Kiddo anti-flash and looking at the sliver, the gap toward the right side of the ramp from his perspective. There's the flash in. Didn't spot anyone with it though, because in that exact moment Furia had gone back, so he might be a bit surprised that Art's this close. No, seemingly not. Plays the off angle for it.
Shown some presence and back to the B-bomb site. Now, neither team has had success looking over the smoke. The boost ups have been negated twice. And there it is again, right through. Crimbo knows what's coming. He knows the potential and the possibility, and Drop was exposed to it.
Sin, good find, safe though, traded immediately, finding him in the corner. Tapson's all that left, has defense in the site directly, but Kiddo's on the flank already. He'll deny the bomb plant. And Safe has to go aggressively back toward him. He can't do it. Tapson puts Big onto double digits.
Oh boy, but that's close. That's dangerous for Big. You're going to be very worried about that round. 5 rounds back now for Big. And Furia, they're the ones running low on funds. Imperial fans anxiously awaiting the next game that's going to be casted on this main stream is going to be Vitality taking on Imperial.
Man, oh man, Fallen on a stage built, no doubt about it, will play in front of his fans again, as with Fur, and FNX coaching them as well, which is interesting enough. Art's going quickly. Not a surprise to see him be the aggressor, and he's inside a spawn up on top of an off angle.
They heard the footsteps from Tapson on the rotation as well, so they know exactly where he's going to be coming from.
And there's 2 players. Oh, but look at this. Crimbo's called it back. This denies it all, because if Crimbo doesn't come over, they go 1-for-1 on Tapson in the worst situation, and that's in that occasion because the Tech 9 goes down. But then the Mac 10, oh, they don't know there's another. Safe. Just needs to hit the headshots with this, closes the gap, nails it, and he goes to the Tech 9 rather than the reload because he knows there was another player towards CT. Searson, meanwhile, back over to find Yuri, and Safe has been taken down looking for an M4 instead.
K-Serrano's going to do this, though. I think Big has lost track of the numbers as well. You would have never expected a 3rd player in middle. You'll never expect K-Serrano, a 2nd player coming up here.
He may have been a step too late to take advantage of that,
yeah,
however.
He was, for
because
sure.
they've rotated off. That means they keep 2 alive. He could have caught Searson for free, and with no call yet for Sin, Searson now comes back for direct engagement. So a bomb plant, sure, but it'll be a 2-man retake, and they will be coordinated in doing so. Kit for Sin, smoke as well. And Searson on the AWP will just bide his time waiting for his teammate to get there.
This is going to be such a tough round for K-Serrano to win. He can do it. He's got no armor in the FAMAS as well, weaker weapon, but how does he want to play it?
Crowd gets loud, try and cheer him across the line. Smoke off front of the site. And they're searching, but they're not finding. Not finding until now, overpeaking. Sin's got the kill instead. 3 in a row for Big, and it stays alive.
A couple timings that might have given him the opportunity. You mentioned the first missed one as he kind of followed up on the play up scaffolding, was a little bit slow to catch Searson falling back, and then there he missed the timing to catch Searson transferring over to the default boxes. 15-11, but the plant's going to help out. Again, just another extremely dangerous round. This is twice now Furia has been able to get some aggressive lurks in towards mid, but not have the impact that they'd like out of it. 4 more opportunities for Furia. I wouldn't say this is slipping out of their grasp just yet, but it's almost there.
Well, they can at least be confident and reside in the fact that they've already got overtime secured. So all of these rounds are only consolation for Big. If they get 1 more, that's all they need. Searson, Crimbo, both with kills so far. Missed shot from the AWP. That allows both K-Serrano and Safe to get around the corner, but he's not safe. In this case, Serrano, as he backs off on this. However, Searson needs to be quick. If he lets Safe go too far on this, he's going to find Sin. He does get at least the trade. Bomb goes down, and it's all onto Yuri. And I think this is the 12th round for Big.
I think that's Furious. They've been able to get mid. Art saying, guys, I've gotten a CT spawn twice now with like a Mac 10. We had players in position with the Tech 9. There's space in mid that we can capitalize on. Let's do it with guns because the opportunity is there. Unfortunately, some fine shooting from Searson. A triple kill with the AWP. Denies any capitalization on that idea. 15-12. And round 28 Furia is going to have to play smart with their money at this stage. They're going to drop down to some Tech 9s. A few players have money for rifles, but they want to keep enough cash in the bank moving forward.
Reserved cheering on that side of the stage for Big, as they know they still have to dig themselves out of this one. Aggressive. SaYReX going for the safe pick, but he went, or rather spaced in the first half. Close corner, Kiddo's in behind bag, solo swings to the wide side. No one close enough to re-peek it, but Safe does. He goes up on top of the bags to get the angle instead. Mac 10 from that range can't do much.
It's gotten information. He said, I dinked one player at the boxes, and I know where the op is as well.
And Tapson's tagged to 17 on this, so Safe.
Oh my lord.
Yep, closer
Нормально
to
дал.
death, apparently. Tapson
Сейчас ловко.
nails the shot on the M4.
The goal to take that peak as well with that kind of HP. What a shot from Tapson. Sin's going to grab another one through smoke, and SaYReX left in a 1v4. 23 frags on him, but these 4 kills would be so difficult to find. He's got time.
He's in an interesting position as well. He might just choose to sit here.
They have the full losing bonus, so the plant isn't the most important thing in the world. He can actually go for this, and he can go for kills as well. Look at the money for Big. If he gets a few kills, it would be devastating, but it's not going to happen. SaYReX shuts him down. 2 more chances for Fury to close this out. We start seeing people getting a little nervous in the crowd.
And rightfully so, yeah. Pulling this all the way back. If this goes to overtime, if Furia don't win this in front of the stage, oh man, the heartbreak and disappointment, no doubt. SaYReX, good shot. You're right, he's looked solid in this game, and absolutely the frustration is starting to set in.
Second timeout for Furia taken. It's awesome seeing Big not go down without a fight, especially after a devastating first half. It was 12-3 at the break in the favor of Furia. And they won the pistol round in the second half. This has been a phenomenal comeback from Big, but it all goes to waste if they lose one of these last 2 rounds.
Wants the pick close, but the smokes go down. That'll slow the take. Still have the arc toward the scaffolding. Oh, Yuri. I don't even think Kiddo saw him. He just fired at it. It was a preset piece, and then he realized he was doing damage and kept it going. So another early pick again for Big. Kiddo doubling up. And Yuri gone. SaYReX, this is a slaughter. Where's Furia?
Yeah,
they're going around 30, looking big, and now the crowd is absolutely silent.
Yeah, and now Furia could have used a plant because they're all sitting around 3,500 bucks, and Furia's just faded away in these past few rounds.
Shut down on ramp as well, over and over.
This has been 6 in a row for Big's defense. 7 in a row takes him to overtime.
Нихуя там.
Yeah, there it is. Little taunting. We know that's going to happen at this event. We know there's a few people that are going to play the nemesis.
Absolutely.
Antagonize the crowd and try and bait them into it.
Well, one final chance. One final round. It was 15-8 at one point. Excuse me, 15-7.
There's certainly some people in the crowd that, despite the cheers coming back out, look pretty nervous. Oh, fast nade. Damage onto Art and Safe in that position. Limited weapons to try and close this. Not the position that they would have expected to find themselves in on the Furia side. Smoke again toward the stairs. No one's going to go for the railing boost this time, as Drop will check out over and toward the catwalk instead.
They've had success at the B bomb site. They might want to go back to it here because they've been shut down at ramp. They've been shut down at middle now. This might be a round you just kind of have to just by process of elimination. Say test the B bomb site. Drop in SaYReX starting to challenge, starting to move forward, but a third player has arrived. Tapson in support.
Sin, perfect timing. Came straight in. The flash came from Tapson, and he didn't slow down at all. SaYReX is close, though. And he knows he's got to be toward double. But a Molotov's going to force the position. Does he have enough safety in this? Steps back, though. I don't think he needed to. I think he just needed to wait in this situation. The fact that he stepped back, gave his position away, this is going to go to overtime. SaYReX on 34 HP is going to get taken down right now. And they couldn't close it. Bigger back, and we need extra innings.
I cannot believe that Fury have allowed this to happen. They disappeared. Furia They get bodied by Big in the latest stages of this half, and it was 8 in a row to bring us to overtime. We're off to a break, and we'll be right back with OT.
Только они один раунд только взяли. Не, подожди, 13, 2 раунда. Эти 3 взяли.
Consistent aggression, Art with a third, and he's hungry for more. Oh, it's the collateral Zephyr and Leaf taking in one shot. Art is nuts.
We did not expect to find ourselves here. 57 for Furia. They had every chance, 8 in fact, to close out this game, but they couldn't do it. And Big silence the auditorium in Brazil. Man, oh man, it's gonna be tough now. If you thought the momentum was finally there, the first two Brazilian teams, 9Z, well, South American teams, 9Z get blown out, 0-0 Nation get blown out, Furia finally get the crowd on their feet, and now this is the complete opposite, because now they're scared of this crowd. Now they're scared and dealing with this pressure that they didn't have in this game.
Yeah, this comeback really crept up on me. I did not see it. I didn't even really believe in it until it actually was completed. That's so crazy. What a good performance from Big. Searson gonna challenge around the smoke. Blinded, but plenty of time to recover and snap onto safe.
Finding that shot, good timing.
You're exactly right, too. As much as we've mentioned how crazy this crowd has been all day long, boy, has it been tempered. Has it been shut down here by Big.
And Tabson has a great chance to shut down more than that because low HP, he went for the high first. Typically, you convert that, but good shot in response from Art. The damage sufficient enough to keep this close in case Serato needs another huge round. 23 kills so far, but Kiddo's gotten Yuri down.
This is a CT-sided game. 12-3 for both teams on their defensive halves as well. I can't even recall exactly what Furia was doing to find success in regulation. especially considering how much they were shut down towards the end. That's a nice find from KSaYReX.
Art's on 14. KSaYReX needs the next kill. Art's just waiting at this point down below to make sure there's no flank. He's letting KSaYReX do all of the work. Remember, this is a Valve major. Just like the road to Rio, we sit with 10K overtime money, not 12-5. You might be used to in most of the other leagues, so losing 2 straight in overtime will put you into a save.
Especially.
KSaYReX starts his way forward. He's still going to go. Art can start to get behind him now because he's cleared at least far enough forward that they should be able to get to a bomb plant. But oh my God, Crimbo, so close on this. Shadow goes the other direction. KSaYReX, good snap down. 37 HP left. SaYReX gets up in the window, and KSaYReX wasn't positioned to combat that. He thought that he might swing, that he might try and be aggressive and allow that bomb to get into position, but luckily it just got planted in time. And he fades off. He's trying to play. This is a tough position to play both angles with the boxes to defend him. And he has absolutely no information as to where they're coming from. Now the flash comes in. Certainly they're going to work it together. Starts it out. Tito King closes it. It's going to be the shot back out. It's going to be the first in overtime to Big.
It was a really nice 2v1 for Big to play as well. I mean, even if he gets that kill, I think he's traded off by the player swinging wide around Gen. So that's huge. 16-15 in the favor of Big. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Respect. Respect to that lady for bringing the big flag into Brazil's house.
You love to see it. Keep it respectful out there, but the passion's got to be there for everybody, right? There's going to be a lot of teams that have fans here that aren't Brazilian as well. You've got to consider. I mean, think of how, I know, yes, he's playing in the show match, thankfully, but think of how popular Olaf was in Brazil. You get guys like Stewie and Tarek again. I know, not here, but they have respect for some of the top players, so you'll see some other teams getting some representation inevitably. And there's always, even within Brazil, there'll be that 1 or 2 people that like to troll. There's a guy at the Toronto that has a jersey for every other single team in the National Hockey League and season tickets to Toronto Maple Leafs games just to show up and cheer against them.
I like that. Good for him.
SaYReX, another opener. KSaYReX this time, though, is going to get one back. So they level it, and Art's going to give them the advantage. Finally, something to work with
a little bit
for
of
the
life.
Furious side.
Yeah, they needed it. They needed some energy. Those are important kills. Now can they capitalize? There's the little one-way smoke to peer over the top. Crimbo's going to slide into a new position. Not challenged whatsoever, so the defense has not shifted. It's split. Crimbo at B, Tapson in middle, SaYReX at A on his lonesome with 26 health. Tapson is sliding towards the B bomb site as well, so more and more SaYReX is isolated.
Nade out for Yuri. SaYReX's ahead of that. Ahead of it. Oh, but too far ahead of the thought because he swung out looking wide and they were already much closer. Drop's got the kill. Bomb to be planted. A 4-on-2. And they won the first round in overtime, so they can justify going for this. No need economically to sit back otherwise. And Tapson will start his way in. Shots against the wide side of the smoke. And it's Crimbo that waits it out. Has to play the off angle from lobby. Fury want to tie this back. Their first round in 9. Or I should say in 10, excuse me, having lost 9 in a row. Crimbo's going to put KSaYReX down, though. It's not done yet. The smoke's on this. They can hold it. Yuri's close, but he needs to read it, and he does.
Well struck from Furia. They needed it. First round in a long time, as you mentioned. And for such a defensive struggle, it's so critical to get a T-sided round in overtime. Beautiful kills from KSaYReX and Art in the middle of the round to really open up the opportunity. And well done from Furia to readjust on the map back towards A. 16-16.
Smoke out, flash, Tapson wants to be quick on it this time. No vision, but fires either way. No damage, though. Drop is on 42. That's from utility. KSaYReX. So they've resorted back toward picks on the Furious side.
Yuri and Art are moving up A ramp right now. Art's going to challenge towards scaffolding. There's a 2-player boost here. We've seen some very effective rounds delivered by opening kills from the boost. KSaYReX looking for someone to get cheeky. Still Tapson.
Ой-ой-ой, нихуя он нашел.
That might actually, that's way back at the B bomb site, but still the stack has not been discovered. There it is. That's a real deep angle to find it. That's the second time that Boost has had success.
Huge flash though. Tapson still got that kill. He was fully blind. Yuri's now in no man's land because they would have expected they cleared the half wall. They didn't. And it catches them out because Tapson hit a sitter with a blind eye. He makes no mistake on it. KSCERATO left in 4. They know he's got to be coming in this direction. He'll find one, but they'll be overwhelming his position. And the lead to Furia at the first half of overtime. Excuse me, to Big at the first half of overtime.
17-16, 2-1 in the first half of OT. We switch sides. 19 is the magic number. Furia would need all 3 on the CT side, and that is not outside the realm of possibility, considering the way the CT half went. In fact, 2 of Big's round wins on their own offensive half in regulation was the pistol round in the second round. They only actually got 1 gun round on the board throughout the rest of the half. Let's see if Furia can go back and channel those rounds that were all so long ago. Op in the hands of Safe. Same with Searson on the other side.
One's off. Toward the close corner on the ramp.
Они уже не так бодро орут там, параллельно.
Strength in numbers toward the B stairs. KSCERATO with the counter incendiary to keep them back, and a nade will be deployed on top of it potentially. In fact, he goes for the smoke instead as the flames have already extinguished. Now the execution to clear the close angles, and that's why the nade goes through, because he knows they're going to walk into it. That one does great damage.
And back in regulation, the B bomb site was entirely closed to Big. It was such a strong defense at the top of those stairs, and I think once again I think that's a little bit of PTSD. They're reminded of how often they got shut down with absolutely no step forward in that part of the map. So back towards A. It's drop Yuri and Art to defend.
2-man stack at the crane. Gives them a slightly deeper headshot angle. Gonna go. Nade's there. They see the close one, but they want the far shot instead. Dropping off. Dart. Oh no, Yuri. Yuri needed to get that kill. Art's gone. If they're gonna wrap around, the call was there, the Sin was approaching, and he's gone further than that. He's gotten safe down as well. It's all on KSCERATO once more, rotating back over from the B site.
I cannot believe they come back in this round. This could be so painful for Furia. To think a 12-3 lead after the first half.
I don't know how you deal with it. I really don't. I mean, this is your moment. You're the top Brazilian team. You're at home in a major. You're going 0-1 for them. It's way too dangerous. Outsiders already down in that bracket as well. Oh.
That says it all as well. That says everything. It's all come crumbling down for Furia.
I'm just going to save the AWP. CT side problems with the money. This is a point for Big. 18-18 will go to double overtime. If they hit that 19th round, we are done. How have Big pulled this off? Wow. Resilience as well in front of this crowd.
At this point, it's whatever you can do if you're the crowd. You know they need to pick me up. It's been what, like, it was 7 or 8 rounds in a row for Big to force overtime. There's only been a single round won for Furia in like, what, 10, 11, 12
More than
rounds
that. I
now?
mean, it was 15-7, and they've gotten one in the time, well, yeah, in 11 rounds.
Let's not do the maths, but this is...
No, it's 11 rounds. They've got one in the last 12.
It's what a collapse of epic proportions, and a timeout taken as well to talk things over. Furia had what, 8 rounds to close out in regulation. Big has 2 here in overtime. I don't even know what to say about this one.
The problem is this is such a mental giant to go against now.
You can write off 9Z and Double O Nation losses as blowouts, but this one, to have it so close, to have it basically there and then ripped out of your hands.
I don't know, that's not the mentality that Furia needs to be facing coming into this major. They need to be confident from the off.
This is a big team with a stand-in as well. Searson over the smoke is going to see nothing.
For the floor molly again. Lands on the vents and the flames spread through. You know, for one, truthfully, I would have liked to have seen that patched before we got to this major, but it exists and everyone knows about it.
Four on four. Smoke and a flashbang left for Furia for the final minute of this.
Ой, спать хочу, пиздец уже нахуй.
Safe and Yuri to defend today. Drop is just shifting over now. He's done a phenomenal job in support of all of his teammates. He's been in the right place at the right time a number of times on their CT side.
Sin and Grimbo starting to take toward mid.
They've got time. Tapson and Searson are being loud about this. They're making footsteps, they're throwing utility, they're keeping attention on a ramp, which is creating this space. Add in the kill, and Big has everything they want. This backstab is going to be devastating. This is a knockout punch.
Drop was good in this situation in the first half, but you're absolutely right. No idea that Sin was closing in, and the jaws of death have been closed on the site.
Ну, попала фурия.
He's got the first. Absolutely, they do. He swings out. Sin's got that shot as well. And once again, it's K-Serrano, or this is going to be a complete blunder. A falter from Furia. And Big will have stolen back this game to silence and stun the home crowd. And this will be tough for Furia to recover from. Remember, we redraw today. They have to play twice, and I don't know how you compose yourself after starting out your home major like this. Wow, he might pull this off. They're going to swing wide. They've got him. They've got him, and it's over. Big complete the impossible. They come back with an incredible amount of rounds. 12 to beat out Furia, who managed 1 in that time.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. I can't even believe it. I don't have words. Furia's debut ruined in Rio, and Big take a huge victory. I am stunned. I think Rio is stunned. I think Furia is stunned, but it's time to recover. Off to a break.
Все, ребята, я пошел спать. Всем приятного просмотра. Подпишись на канал, брат, поставь лайк, напиши комментарий. Все, давайте, всех обнял. Пока, до завтра.